Problem 4-61. This we're given two equations and asked some questions about them, or algebraic statements as it calls it here. So the first step is to translate these algebraic statements into words. So I'm just going to say it, but make sure you write these down. So the first, you could say something like y is twice x plus 5, along those lines. You could also say, so for the second one, you could say something like y starts at 5 and increases by 6 each time. Anything like that, the idea is that it's 6 times x plus 5, but with a bit of English in between. But after you write those out, you start with A, so we'll start there, 4-61 part A. Now it's just, what do we know about figure 0 for each pattern? So let's write out the equation for each of the two equations, or algebraic statements. Y equals 2x plus 5, and the other one is y equals 6x plus 5. So, if you remember with the rule, it has the form y equals mx plus b. So that the coefficient, or the thing you're multiplying x by, is the m, and the constant, or the thing you're adding at the end, is the b. If you remember, b we also call figure 0. So just from looking at this rule, or either of these rules, all we need to do is look at what we're adding on the end, and that's where we start. That is figure 0. So for both of these, we know that figure 0 is going to have 5 tiles, and the other one is going to have 5 tiles. So figure 0 has 5 tiles. Now, we don't know where those tiles are going to be or how those tiles are going to be arranged, but we know both has 5 tiles. It doesn't really look like the word tiles. That's all right. Part B asks which pattern grows most quickly, and importantly, how do we know which one grows the quickest? So again, B is that plus 5 at the end for both of them, but M is what we multiply x by, and M is how much they grow by for each x. So here we have a 2 up front, so we know that for every 1 along the x we go, we're going to be going up 2 on the y, and so the graph will look be about that steep. For this one, the coefficient of x is going to be 6. So for every 1 we go across on the x, we're going to be going up quite a bit, something like that, 6 on the y. So the graph will be about that steep. So if we think about it as a pattern, we're going to be adding 2 tiles each time for each figure number. This one we're going to be adding 6 tiles each time. So we know that this pattern right here is going to be the one that grows quicker, because looking at the number in front of x tells us how many tiles are added each time.